What's up, fam? Welcome to Jenna X. I am Jenna X. Super excited you guys are here tonight. I have a very special guest with me this evening. We have a lady builder in the house, and she is actually making her way to in the Web3 world from the legal field, and she is combining these two worlds together to build the first of its kind tool on Midnight. Here is Spy. What's up, Spy?
Hi,
Welcome.
everybody. Thanks for having me, Jenna, tonight.
Hey,
I want to
dear.
first say a special shout out to the Sigmas on the XRPL, my family. Hope they're watching. And of course, Midnight.
Sigmas, if you are in the house, make some noise. We have a lot of friends here in the chat blowing it up. Let's go through. Let's see who's here. Of course, we've got Island Ghost.
Yay.
What's up? Vice City's in the house. We've got Dan the Man. What's up, Dan? XRP Bot, Omega Candle, Miami Maybe, let's go. Oh my gosh, everybody's in here blowing it up. That's
Cool.
what I love to see. I am Cosmic Energy. What's up, Chipper? Everybody. Oh, here we go. Sigma. How's it go, Spy?
Sigma.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, welcome. Thank you so much. Please do us a favor, smash that like button, retweet the space on X. It helps out the algo. I want to show all the love here to Spy. I met Spy. I've seen her in the space a lot, and we've talked in passing here and there. And as I started learning about Midnight, I just started seeing Spy everywhere and watching this woman. Like, first I saw you in the Zelly quest, and then I see your building, and I'm like, holy crap, she is absolutely brilliant. But I want to back it up. Spy, I want you to take us through your journey. How did you get started into crypto to where you are now?
Sure. Okay, thanks. Well, I actually left the workforce in early 2023, I think 2/23/23. And I was bored and I didn't want to get dementia because my mom does. And I thought, well, I'll just get on X or Twitter. It's the only social media I had at that time. So I got on and I logged in and I was like, ooh, where is everybody? All I see are these cartoon characters. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And so I just started going to buy NFTs. So I have over 1,000 NFTs. I mean, I have Chimpers from Avalanche. I have a Solana NFTs, and I have about 500 XRP NFTs. Anyways, so Stephanie came and talked in our space at Sigma, and Sigma's my home space. And she kept talking about Midnight, and other people in other spaces were talking about getting the best Rolex or, different goals than I had. So I kind of started following Stephanie around, and I got into the Zeely quest, as Jenna mentioned a little bit. And then as I was in the Zeely quest and learning how to do these things, I was like, well, so 2023, and at the end of in 2022 is when the College of Idaho murders happened. And because of my legal background, I followed the case a lot. And they had a hot mess with their discovery. It was 68 terabytes of discovery coming from all over the place. The police with pictures, CSI, and it got into a big mess. Meanwhile, I'm meeting all of Stephanie's Midnight friends and everything, and she turned me on to Johnny. Hi, Johnny 5. He is the one that actually made today possible. And I started to talking about him about discovery and what it is. And it's just a fancy name for evidence. So we'll just use the word evidence. So it's any evidence that used at a trial. And one of the things they had is they obviously had blood from the murderer. I mean, from the house, it matched him, but there was no document either from a phlebotomist, a pathologist, anybody that said, yes, I am certified, PhD, whatever the criteria is. There was nothing. And so Johnny's like, well, we could probably build something that we could use Midnight and I can't think of the word, geo capacity or something where they can tell where the rules are. And so I was like, well, I don't really know how to do this. So then I went into Midnight and started doing the academy. All this is free. The cool thing of being about in Web3, if well, even though Midnight's fourth generation, is it's open source. So you're able to find information quite easily. So then I decided to go into Build Club, and Johnny and I created a tool called Autodiscovery. And it is, no one else has done it. So I'm familiar with different case applications such as like Case Map, Case Law, Westlaw, and then there's also software like Relativity, Everlaw, and Disco. But none of them had a blockchain capacity, which means none of them could prove by mathematical, fact that something had been done. For instance, when you do evidence, the court doesn't get all the evidence, like thousands of pages. They might get what the attorney gives them in terms of a summary, but they get so much stuff that, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, so what we decided to do was make that, Geo Oracle, sorry. So it's end to end. And so with my domain and Johnny being able to be an architect, a developer, for a better word, he's won, I believe, 4 hackathons. We were able to create something that knows the rules, state of the rule. So if you're in Idaho, it's going to use Idaho's rule. And then it does the whole jurisdiction for Idaho. It also creates the uncheatable compliance proof. That's the blockchain, right? Because the blockchain is and it will be admissible by court. So that's what we did. That's it.
Okay, well, that's it. I mean, it seems pretty complex for that's it. Steph's saying, Jenna, do you want to share that on screen? Yeah, actually. So do you want me to pull up these images, the cheat sheets that you provided me with, as far as, do you care which one that I pull up first? Does it matter? All right.
You guys are going to be blown away, though, because
right,
while we were searching this, that was Idaho for the Idaho murders. But okay, this is what we just kind of talked about. So the other tools don't have the last column, which is kind of important, because if you have an issue in health, government, finance, where do you go? To the courts. So if we can get the court to do these tools, okay, so it does talk about relativity and Everlaw, sorry, not Westlaw. And then the other one Jenna is going to show you is what Johnny and I uncovered while we were doing the research. I did not have any clue about this, but can you show them the other one?
Absolutely.
We thought it was just an Idaho infrastructure problem, but wait till you see this. Okay. So the top sanction, another fancy word that the law likes to use, it's just a punishment or a fine, right? A fine. So the biggest fine for messing up discovery, your evidence, is $8.5 million. The average punishment is almost $1 million. I mean, for some law firms, that's it. And to try to get medical or malpractice insurance after something like that. And then in New York in 2024, that's very recent, that 38,000 cases were dismissed, gone because of discovery errors. I know, that's bad. And then the rest you guys can see the malpractice. That's what my field was, medical malpractice. But anyway, but here's the exciting thing, you guys. We're in the Build Club, which a bunch of other people that have incredible ideas like this. And we have a demo day. It's going to be the April 13th, the week of April 13th. Tom, our program lead, said we could invite whoever we want. So I'm inviting all of the listeners. But you'll have to follow me. And if you follow me, I'll be able to give you more information on how you guys can tap into that.
Okay. Well, we are getting questions here.
Okay.
This is a lot. So first of all, can I just say something? It blows my mind how you just started learning about Midnight, right? Like what, 6 months ago? Something like that? And you already built a project on it less than 6 months ago.
Yes.
And you have already built a project on it. What? That's crazy. How? You learned to code? You taught yourself to code? Like with a lot of vibe coding? How did you do that?
No, actually, Midnight has tools available. I should have brought the link. Oh, I think I have the link for that. Midnight actually has tools that enable developers, builders, or someone like me who's a domain expert that you can use to build a lot of AI you can also use. But the cool thing about that is you can always put it into Windsurf, which is an application, and you can actually look at the code. But I'm still learning. But I guess the message is I'm still learning, and here I've built something. So I think the most important thing is to have a domain expert or a desire, like whatever your desire is.
I love that, and I love your enthusiasm. Like, you are so inspiring, seriously.
Thanks,
Steph
Jenna.
says, "How does midnight help with discovery?" Great question.
Oh, okay. So let me get my notes here because let's see. Well, and I don't mean to say obviously, but none of them are blockchain. So none of them offer cryptographic compliance proofs, which that's what the court's all about. None of them auto adapt to jurisdiction. So if someone in Utah purchases Autodiscovery legal, it'll pull in the jurisdiction from that geo Oracle positioning. There we go. Let's see. And we're obviously combining our privacy tools. That's it. Did that answer everything? It was all blockchain. Yep, that's my notes
I
for that.
think,
Mhm.
XRP bot, can I lease my dust for this project? I'd love to contribute.
Oh, probably it's an open GitHub right now. But yeah, Johnny and I, yes, because yes, we would like that. We're in Build Club right now, so our project is in a course, so we don't. We probably wouldn't be available for anything like that until demo day because our project, we have homework and things that we need to do. I guess that's the
Okay.
best way. We're in school still.
All right. So for those of
Mhm.
us out there that don't know a lot about midnight and we're like,
Okay.
what is dust? What are they talking about? What is dust and what is leasing dust?
The
Break it
best way,
down like to for the noobs
and
over here.
specs, and there's specs. And I would start with the Academy. I think it's academy.midnight.network. And
Yep.
that starts with what is a blockchain? It's perfect. And you get a
Okay.
certificate. Mhm.
So you just told me to go do my own research.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I should. What do I
Just
do?
kidding. She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go read, and you will find your answer, Jenna." Got it. Thanks. Bye.
Listen to the
Appreciate
words
it.
that come out
No,
of my
there's
mouth.
there's a ton of good information on the Midnight Academy, a ton. Johnny, what's up, buddy? Johnny Five Eyes
Yes.
in the
Bring
house.
them up. Bring them up.
Yeah, I mean, we would love to have you up here too. We should have. We absolutely should have.
Mhm.
Steph says, does
Mhm.
your project use ZKPs?
Yes, it does use ZKPs. Let me see. It's blockchain verified, permanent, and no, I just said that. It just proves compliance. Use ZK proofs by, I guess the best way to explain it is that it proves compliance without showing all the documents. Is that easiest way to, is that what
Yeah,
you
it
mean?
shows
Okay.
you are who you say you are, or something is what it is without having to actually show it every single time. Like you
Like I'm
verify it
21. I'm over 21. Yeah, without showing my driver's license, my name, my address, my blood type. No, it doesn't have that.
once. Is the ZKP? I don't know. Maybe you can go read about it.
Let's see.
A
And it
zero
because
knowledge proof.
oh, is that what they're saying? And it's block jargon, so you don't have to talk about it. You just say midnight as a privacy first um, infrastructure. In ZKs, we already talked about that. That was the ZK proof,
Mhm.
the cryptographic compliance, the proof that the court can accept. Yep. Like nobody's going to accidentally email the judge with one of these.
So let's talk about, okay, so with what you're doing, you just said,
Mhm.
and I want to pull up these numbers again if I have this right. Um, Top sanction, 8.5 million. They had the average sanction is 704,000,
Mhm.
and New York case dismissed over 38K. That's a lot of wasted money. That is a ton of wasted money. So what you have built is going to basically streamline this and reduce a ton of waste, right? Save people a lot of
Money,
money.
man hours, clients money, right? Because you charge them per
Yeah.
hour. Mhm.
So think of how many like criminals and different people get off on something because of mismanaged discovery, right?
Mhm.
So this is, you have identified a problem and you've created a solution for this. So when do you think we'll be able to actually use this product? When do you think someone will be able to?
Oh, well,
And what do you need from Midnight? Like, what is the Build Club doing for you? How long till you can ship this, have an MVP?
I'm glad you talked about Build Club because if we didn't have Build Club, we wouldn't be as far as we are now. Johnny and I would just be talking and thinking about it. But what happens is when you go into Build Club, you bring your problem and solution, and they actually make you break it down to from your problem and your solution to, okay, you have the money. What are you going to do? Who's your first customer? And like, you really don't think about that. You just go, oh, I fixed the problem. So Build Club really makes you think about what you're bringing to the table. Is it just your problem and your solution, or is it much more than that? And the other thing they encourage us to do is to look at stuff that's already built. The ecosystem catalog of Midnight.network has quite a bit of different, for instance, there's a jury app. And we were talking about attaching jury to the auto discovery because that's part of the case. And
Mhm.
now somebody's created that. So that could actually, when this gets going up, we could attach it to that. I'd also like to see exhibits. And then Mr. Charles talked about some records. So I think there's a lot of things that we could still do with this. But so to answer your question, I would know more after demo day.
Okay.
Of
Which is when?
the week of April 13th. The last thing I wanted to say about Build Club is they are asking for the next cohort. So I would encourage you to apply. They give you so many resources and ideas, things you wouldn't have thought about. Like I personally didn't know there's a website you can go to get investors, and you can narrow it down to like the intricate word of your project. So it's really exciting.
Where where would one go to find Build Club to register for this?
So it's
What's their
midnight.
website?
Yep. Midnight.network/build-club. Pretty sure.
And also, guys, we've also made it easy for you. Everything is down in the information below underneath the
Woo!
YouTube video. We have all the links. We have everything from Spy's LinkedIn. We have, I think, even the Zelly quest in there, Midnight Academy, all the different things, Build Club, even I think like Discord links are in there. So you'll find everything you need to go over and your website. Do you want to
Yep.
pull that up? Should we pull it up?
Yes, let's do that. And
Yeah.
that Johnny's, that's all Johnny.
All right, let's check this out. We have to before we hop off of here. What is the website, my dear?
Autodiscovery.legal.
Easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's pull this up. And you said this is all Johnny, eh? Let's
Mm-hmm.
bring it up. All right, walk us through. This looks really good.
Oh, okay. So,
Autodiscovery.legal.
yep. And that first one just showed kind of what the software would look like.
Wow, I've never seen such happy attorneys. Have you?
No.
Look how happy they are. You know why? It's because they're using Auto Discovery.
Autodiscovery. Woo.
Look
Yes.
how happy. That's amazing.
And
Awesome. So
then,
and
yep.
your information is right here as well. Your email where they can reach out to you for early support.
Yep.
And here you go. This way you can learn a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
and how it works. Cool,
Yay.
guys. Awesome. Spy, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
How stoked are you that you've already built your first project?
I guess for me, because when I left I've been in the legal field since 1984. Some of you probably weren't even born. But when I left it, it was like, oh, wow. So for me to actually extend that on to something else, like a little legacy, is super cool. And I know I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm going to say this. I am 60 years old. So if I can do something like this
Wow.
and think and be brave, you guys can too. Age has nothing to do with it. There you go.
Absolutely. Like I said, you are so inspiring. Johnny's down here. He's catching everybody up. Anything we miss, Johnny's filling the people in,
Thank
telling
you.
us what we
Thank
need to know.
you.
Thank you, Johnny. We have a full working mock UI. We are currently hooking up all of the smart contracts, which are currently deployed in Midnight Pre-Pod. Thank you, Johnny. And Spy has orchestrated the workflow for discovery management. Oh my gosh, I say hi. Everybody else has popped in here. You have so much Sigma love in here right now, my friend.
Yay. Oh,
Spy has
good.
been a front runner for the ambassador program. We're getting all the Sigma love. Crypto Archangel, what's up? Welcome. You guys got this chat blowing up. Thank you. Smash that like. What are you showing us, Spy?
My Sigmas. Sigma. Whoop, whoop.
I love the Sigmas. I've got to get into that group. Yeah, Island Ghost has been telling me, she's like, you just need to get in there.
They are
Um,
so cool. They're everything.
Spy, you are a superhero. She really is. She
Thank
really
you.
is. Killer stuff. All right, I appreciate you guys. Spy, is there anything else that we didn't cover that you'd like everybody to know about you or what you're building or Midnight in
Oh,
general? Please,
I
by all
do.
means.
Okay, I have one more thing I want to say. Because, ironically enough, the Idaho Judiciary has some metrics in their annual report that talk about, probably from the murders, talk about automation and things like this for the courts. And so that plus what just happened with the murders, and the last filing was like 6 months ago, maybe. And then Autodiscovery, I was able to craft a journal article for the Idaho State Bars, the Advocate Journal. That'll be coming out May 2026.
Oh,
Mhm.
awesome.
That's
Very
so
cool.
cool. Yeah, I'm excited. That's
Yeah.
about it. And don't forget about Midnight.city, guys. It's a simulation. If you think privacy is confusing, like, I don't get it, guys, library barks. Like, if you're in Midnight, if you're like, I don't get privacy, what does this mean? This and that, just go to Midnight.city. It's a 2D simulation. It's not a game. It's just kind of life, and you get to go explore it, and it'll make you totally understand privacy. You'll love it. Promise.
I see a lot of people talking about Midnight City. I've got to check that out as well.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely. Steph's down there saying you're supposed to talk about Vegas. What's going on in Vegas?
Oh, XRPL Vegas. Yes, Jenna actually and Stephanie are going to be, yes, are going to be supporting the Sigmas, and they will be, or yeah, Sigmas, and they'll at the XRPLs. Tell you, Jenna, tell me what you're going to be running around with. Listen to
Oh,
this.
if I'm in Vegas, a bikini.
Oh, see, there you go, guys. No, but aren't you looking for something? You're going through a scavenger thing or something?
Okay, well, this is the idea. So initially, I wasn't sure. I have a couple personal things here at home, and I just have to make sure that everything's cool. So I can go for a few days. But Oh, see, they're so excited. They're getting hyped for me. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's like a survival show. And they're basically putting content creators and everybody outdoors. They were gonna do it for 7 days initially. So you take this teardrop and you're going out in Vegas, you gotta get dropped at like a state park or somewhere, and it was gonna be a scavenger hunt. Now they've just shortened it to an overnight thing, and you're basically getting dropped off in a location and you've got to camp out, survive for 24 hours, which I could do that, right? And then create content, whatever comes out of it might end up looking like the Blair Witch Project. You might learn some new dance moves. Who knows? Whatever it is, it might be you're starting a fire. I don't know. Maybe it gets cold at night in Vegas in the summer. I don't know. But anyway, so it seems like a pretty cool idea. Supporting them with their new venture with their project that they're launching on the XRPL, but it's called the Teardrop Effect, which is pretty fun. Yeah,
Yay.
and then there's a lot of great events going on. I see so many XRPL side events, but also, Bitcoin Las Vegas is going on.
Yep.
They have killer side events to that too. But I love attending all of these different conferences because I meet so many new people, right? Like if I wouldn't have stepped
Yeah.
outside of my box and went to the Midnight Summit with Island Ghost to watch her present in a hackathon, which so proud of her, by the way. She's killing it. That's how I think a lot of us found Midnight.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, you just meet the coolest people and, you step out of your echo chamber and you see what else is out there, and that's what it's all about, right? Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh. You guys are blowing up the comments. Can we get a Jenna Midnight City agent? Anything is possible. I'm
Yes.
jumping in Midnight City actually after this. I wanna check it out. Um,
Okay, cool.
okay, Steph, what do you got going on? I'll be doing a space with the architect of Midnight City this weekend. No shit,
Oh,
really?
good.
Well, make sure you drop that.
Them.
We'll
Okay.
share it. Yeah, we'll share it around everywhere. It's not like a light switch. It's never been that easy, Manera. I don't know what we're going with there. Spy is likely to be published in the State Bar Journal. That would be
Yeah.
dope. All right, we got the liquidity pool. Oh, everybody's
Oh,
chilling
yeah,
there.
liquidity.
I think the chat's a little excited. Liquidity pool party, Sigma party, Jenna
That's
Survivor.
funny.
Yeah. Jenna wants to be on Big Brother. I like challenges. I'll be
There you
honest.
go.
It's a goal. So that's where we go. Zao Zao by midnight. Hopefully
Oh,
we enter great
yes, how
night.
down.
Anything is possible. All right. Spy, thank you so much for joining today. I mean,
You
you
bet.
are just absolutely incredible. Guys, go
Mhm.
follow Spy on X at Spy Crypto. I dropped her handle there. All of her links are down below. We made it super easy. Check her out. Show her some love. She is such a badass. Thank you, Spy. Appreciate you. And
Yeah.
Ghost for holding it down in the chat. Best mod ever. Everybody else, thank you. See you later, guys. Peace
Bye.
out. Bye.